What is a service dog and what is a therapy dog? I get a lot of questions where somebody wants one and they really mean the other. They ask for one and they really mean the other. And I think that part of the confusion comes from service dogs being called assistance dogs and therapy dogs being called pet assisted therapy dogs. And so you have the word assistance being used with both of them. So I'm going to try and clarify for you the differences between the two and the legal differences between the two as well. And we're off. Okay, so a service dog helps a disabled person function normally in the real world. Everyday, losing my stuff. Everyday tasks that they might need to have done. The dog has a very specific job related to that person's disability. Usually the dog is trained by a specific organization such as Assistance Dogs International or by a professional private trainer. And it is not a pet. It is considered a working dog. All right, you guys, can you tell me some of the services a service dog, some of the tasks a service dog might do? Anybody?
Guide a blind person.
Open the door.
Turn on the lights.
Hold on, you get a bracelet. Whoops. Okay, what do you say? Turn on the lights? Turn the lights? Okay, what else might a service dog do? Pull a wheelchair, yep. Alright, who said wheelchair? And who said lights?
That was me, but I don't need a card.
I don't have a purple one, sorry. Okay, what else? There's lots of stuff out there that dogs can do. Phone rings, okay, so phone? Okay, what else?
Help someone cross the street.
Yes. Medical alert dog. Who here? I gotta be quicker on that. We got Pito there. There you go. Oops, sorry. So, diseases, like what kind of diseases? Diabetes, right. So a diabetic alert dog. Considered a medical alert dog. Another kind of disease might be, not exactly a disease, but yes, seizures. You know a lot about this. Seizures. So a seizure dog can tell you you're about to have one so you can get down on the ground and you don't fall over. Or if you don't get on the ground, they can move in front of you and break your fall. Seizure dogs are usually pretty big. Let's see, what else do we have out there?
Help someone cross the street.
Cross the streets. And they might remind a person to take their medication, so they can do that. They could tell you, hey, you left the water running. Can't hear it, but your dog can hear it. The dog that I'm training right now, the microwave kept going off, and I hadn't trained her to the microwave, but it kept going off, beeping, 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 and she finally, I guess, got tired of it and came over and told me. I just wasn't paying, I was busy, so you know how the microwave keeps going off when you're, anyway. Okay, so they can also help a Parkinson's patient get moving again. If they get stuck, the dog can jump up and get your motor going again. So lots of stuff that a service dog does. Okay, so a therapy dog is usually well trained, is a pet dog, and provides comfort and emotional support. Okay, what would a therapy dog do?
Go to a nursing home visit.
Nursing home visits, yep. And what else? Hospitals, you can visit hospitals, the kids in the hospitals, cancer wards and things like that, chemotherapy. What else would a therapy dog do? They go into schools, reading programs, they help children learn to read. Yeah, they go to libraries. At the library. Okay, good. They go to children's shelters. I used to do this with one of my dogs, or two of my dogs. We used to go to the children's shelter and just let the kids walk them around and talk to them about dogs and teach them. Retirement homes, Alzheimer wards, huge impact you can make taking a dog to those kind of places. And disaster areas they can go to provide comfort and emotional support. They don't do a specific task, but they do comfort and emotional support. And you don't mind that I'm not writing all those down, right? So service dogs. I need my notes now. Service dogs are legally defined. It's the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. It was passed in 1990. And that means that service dogs are protected by this act and that they can go most places the public can go. An exception would be, say, ICU. They can't really go into ICUs, but most other places they can go to all these places. They are all working dogs. They are not considered pets under this ADA, but their work must be directly related to the person's disability. And dogs whose sole function is to provide comfort or emotional support to a person is not covered under the Americans with Disability Act, so is not considered a service dog. All right, therapy dogs are not legally defined, so you can't take a therapy dog into a restaurant because they have a therapy dog vest on. They're not mentioned in the Americans with Disability Act. They just don't address that. They are allowed in specific buildings with their group at specific times, or maybe they're going independently too, so they can go in to the places we mentioned before, the hospitals and so on. They don't have any additional privileges. So that. No, they don't get to ride on the airplane with you. And airplanes are pretty, pilots kind of are the boss of the sky, and if they don't want to let you on, they don't let you on. So that's hard too. It's very difficult for service dogs. Okay. Okay. Businesses serving the public must allow your service dog in. So if you walk in, I had a dog in training. I walked into a restaurant. We were even going to sit outside, and I was told you can't bring your dog in here. And it's like, well, she's a service dog. And so he just looked at her, and he'd like, okay, and let me in. But it's very difficult for people with service dogs to try and do that. So, but businesses don't always think that they have to, but they do. They can ask a disruptive dog to leave. So if you have a service dog, but your service dog is barking or carrying on or disruptive, then they will ask you to leave, and they can do that. That's within their right. They don't have any obligations to a therapy dog. So they don't have to let therapy dogs in. Getting back to the businesses serving the public, if you have a service dog, your dog is expected to be able to go underneath chairs, basically disappear into the environment. That's okay. I may be getting my talks mixed up. So they're quiet, they're unassuming, you don't see them, they don't need to be carried around. They should always be calm, and they should not alter the environment at all. And we'll talk about that again. Okay, so this is, and I was just asked this the other day again, how can I get my dog certified so that I can take him everywhere? Yeah, wouldn't we like to do that?
Move to France.
Okay. Yeah. Did you hear that? Move to France, move to Europe, where you can take him anywhere. And the answer is under the ADA. It's when the owner has a documented disability. So you have to have a documented disability, and your dog has to perform that task very specific to that disability. So if you have diabetes, your dog should be trained to alert you and tell you then if your sugar going up or down. A lot of those dogs go and get the meter for you, or they'll go and get the juice box for you. They can tell you if your kids, if you have a diabetic child, you can get a night's sleep instead of having to get up every 2 hours. So that's, they have to perform a specific task. A dog does not alter the environment, and that's what I was talking about before. Very unassuming. It's just there to do its job and not to socialize and fraternize with everybody out there in the world. Okay? Okay, big stuff. The misrepresenting your dog as a service dog, and this is serious stuff, you guys, is a violation of federal law. And it's subject to a heavy fine, like to the tune of $5,000 and or imprisonment. So if you take your dog out and you put a vest on them, because some places will sell you a vest, and you take them out and they are rambunctious and they bite somebody, you're liable for that. You can be sued, and you'll probably lose your house. Yep. So be very aware of that law. Okay. And also know it is the person with the disability who has the right to bring their service dog into a place. It is not the dog that has the right. Right? Yeah? Okay. And I think that's it. Okay, so we have a little demo of, well, I guess I should ask if there's any questions. You guys have any questions? I have some cards. I have some cards here if you're interested. It has some website contacts so you can get more information on the American with Disabilities Act, the organizations you can contact for training a service dog, and organizations you can contact for therapy dogs. And there's a therapy dog booth here today, Furry Friends. Pet assisted therapy dogs, they're in the blue and the teal and the white, they're over there somewhere, that I used to be a part of as well. So they do the therapy work. And, okay, so I need to get my dog, and Serena, you have
Put it to the microphone.
All right, so first thing I did when I started to teach her was to teach her alert. So her alert is to jump up.
Thank you, Rhonda.
So she comes up and jumps on me, and then she takes me to where the sound is, at least.
To the microphone. No, try ringing it into the microphone so she hears it there.
Oh, I got it. The bell is
So put the belt, yeah.
That's not a door, but it's a little timer. You want to call me?
Nancy! Nancy!
Public demos, love them.
I know.
Try it again.
Nancy!
Where?
Not in the box.
Okay, let's try it again. Honey, come.
Nancy!
Where? Good girl. Good girl. There you go.
Nancy, where's Nancy? Nancy!
We're not going to do that. She's going to go visiting you guys now. All right, so for hearing, you can take your dog to a doctor's office. If you're sitting there, you can't hear them come out and call your name, you're going to miss getting your turn. So that's the kind of thing that you can use for their names. If somebody comes up behind you, I'm going to be teaching her, excuse me. So if someone says, excuse me, she'll tell me that too.
Oh, that was well, yay!
Good job.
Now she's warmed up. Serena, do you want to,
Okay. Yeah, you don't have laces. So Sue's going to come over and he's going to help her out by untying her shoe. If she couldn't handle doing that herself, then the dog can attempt to do it for her. She's also going to grab a water bottle for her, and I'm assuming bring it to her. Once she unties the shoe, I'm assuming Sue's going to take her shoe off, but the dog will help by removing the sock. So people that have mobility issues that can't take their socks off. So you untied it. And how does he take her sock off? Oh, your sock. There you go. So she's got her shoe off. She's going to have a sock on.
know you love these socks.
I do.
He says, okay, she's putting it on just for me to pull it off.
Ready? Okay.
And he's going to
Pull it off.
pull off her sock.
Pull it off. Pull it off. Look, I get the. Hey, buddy, get the sock. Good boy.
He's pulling it.
Now, what I love about little guys, he pulls from the heel, not the toe, so it's much easier to get the sock off. A lot of dogs just pull from the toe, and boy, do you go through socks.
He also can grab a bottle of water.
Put it away.
Right?
Put it away.
He's putting it away for her.
Oh, I dropped my water bottle.
She dropped her water bottle, and he's going to return it to her.
You have to hand it to me.
He has to hand it to her.
Thank you.
Good job.
Boy. Good boy. What else am I doing?
He can grab a cup for you,
Okay, so I got my cup. Oh, over here.
and he'll bring it to her.
Ready? Turn, turn, up, put it down. Good boy. Oops. Fix it.
He has to leave it standing up for her.
Fix it. Thank you. Good.
Very good.
Good.
And now Serena has lost her keys. We don't know where they are.
He likes glasses too, but
No,
not
he likes
glasses.
glasses too.
Anything you ask for. Well, as long as he can carry it.
So,
So,
How about my walk? Oh, okay.
you can't look.
don't worry, he
Good
doesn't
boy.
bite.
Good boy. He can't look.
Ready? Oh no, where are my keys? Find mine. He saved my husband a 5-hour drive because he found my keys in a field. Wow. Oops, find mine. Go on. Find mine. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Go find.
He's got it.
I think he found him.
Yay, little
And now
guy.
he's going to learn how to drive the car pretty soon.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.